There was pomp in Tana River on the first day of its inaugural cultural festival. And the festival, which is aimed at promoting peace in the conflict-prone area, attracted residents and guests who showcased and celebrated their culture through dance and food, among various other activities. NTV's Silas Apollo is there and brings us more details.
Cultural festival kicked off in style. Residents here upbeat that this was a new chapter for the county. And today they left nothing to chance, some participating in the swimming competition, while others cooked and celebrated their culture.
Siku ya leo tunasikia raha, hatujawahi pata kama hii siku ya leo. Kwani kwa ufupi hapa sote tuko na biashara, kuanzia tufungue macho.
Tuko na majuice, tuko na mabiskuti, tuko na makeks, tuko na maviazi, mandazi, chapati, maragwe, mbaazi. Zote hizo ni Arabic tradition food.
County officials are also busy preparing for guests expected to grace the occasion, like the Council of Governors. Residents here say the event is a plus for the county and offers them a chance to showcase their culture and beauty to the rest of the country.
Yani leo kusema ukweli tunajisikia huru haswa, sababu tukiangalia utamaduni uko.
The county government says it intends to use the events to market some of its rich history, like the Mau Mau monument, where some freedom fighters are said to have been buried, among others. The event ends on Saturday. Silas Apollo, NTV, in Hola, Tana River County.
Well, NTV's Silas Apollo is live from Tana River now and is joined by the governor who sheds more light on the county's first ever cultural festival. Over to you, Silas.
Yes, Mriti, just right as you've said it, we are live from Hola, the headquarters of Tana River County. Of course, a lot of events have been taking place since Tuesday. When we arrived here, we've been traversing the county. It has a rich culture, of course, but the county government says that some of this culture has not been exploited so far. And so they've organized a cultural festival, which they say is aimed at exploring some of the richness of this county, and also look at some of the untapped, of course, tourist attraction sites, the historical sites, and a lot of things that are supposed to be, of course, people are supposed to come to the county to witness. This event has been organized. It began today, but of course, the official ceremony is beginning tomorrow, where we expect a lot of visitors to come, of course, governors to come. Council of Governors is going to be represented here. And just to help us shed a light on some of these issues, I'm now joined live by the governor of the county, His Excellency retired Major Dado Godana, just to speak to us about what are the expectations tomorrow, what are the expectations going forward, and why they decided to host their first cultural festival. This comes at the first one since the devolution came into force. So welcome to the show, Governor, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for welcoming us to this beautiful, wonderful county.
Karibuni tena.
So just to start us off, tell us about the day. Starting tomorrow, we've had a lot of activities since today. Yesterday were preparations. Today there was a hype in terms of what people should expect. What do we expect tomorrow? And basically, why have you decided to organize this right now?
Exactly. I think it's going to be very exciting tomorrow. Kenyans are going to see different things, cultures, and many other types of songs, dance, music that they've never been able to enjoy over a couple of years. I can attest to this, that the culture and heritage and most of the beautiful things about Tana have not been exposed to the rest of Kenyans. But just walking back in history, during independence, during the era of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, we used to have those regional competitions. And every time there are competitions around in this region, the Pokomos, the Taitas, the Ormas, the Giriamas, Mijikenda will always find themselves in State House. Even these years that we have never had much of that, you still find Tana representing Kenya elsewhere. We've been there, having been picked by UNESCO to represent Kenya in Paris last year. then again we were invited in Spain, and we were able to represent Kenya in Spain last year. One of the gentlemen who has received the presidential award as a cultural hero is one of us in the county government who has been helping in coaching, trying to recover and put together those pieces of cultural histories and all that. And all that is what Kenyans are going to enjoy with us here.
Okay.
Music, dance, songs, food of all types.
Yeah.
And that is why we decided we have to bring it up. Our theme is about unity in diversity and covering the treasures. Exactly, that's what we mean here.
Okay.
The reason why we put it here is because of uncovering the treasures, and secondly, because we want our people to celebrate themselves. Out of the celebration, we believe sharing those cultures, they'll be able to be more united and more focused on bringing up Tana as one territory.
Okay.
And above all, then from here onwards, we believe we'll be able to make Tana a destination for other people to come enjoy with us.
All right. Just before you go right into that, there's a list of dignitaries and a number of people you've invited here tomorrow. Of course, governors are coming here. Kenyans
Yes.
from all walks of life are coming here tomorrow.
Yes.
One of the other things you've mentioned is that Tana River has some of the untapped potentials, especially tourist attraction sites. Of course, the historical sites in Tana River. What should they expect? What are some of the iconic historical sites, probably, that you dignitaries and guests and Kenyans should expect from you from tomorrow going forward?
There's a lot of heritage potential in Tana that has never been spoken. And if spoken, then probably just a bit of it. But I can explain. I don't know whether I'll finish talking about them because there are
If
so
you could
many.
name a few, just
But
the
just by
keywords.
passing, having talked about the history of the independence of Kenya, you know that those years when now, after, before independence, actually around 1959, the independence of this country was not brought about by the Kapenguria story that people talk about. It was actually brought about by the decision by the House of Commons to grant Kenya independence after the Hola massacre in 1959, May. I think it's around 5th May 1959, 3 years before Kapenguria massacre, where we have the Hola prison today. And from there, the burial site for those prisoners was at where the Mau Mau Memorial Secondary School is. And so what we wanted to come up with there, of course we have already discussed with the Minister for Internal Security to have the Hola prison set aside as a historical site, and for Mau Mau Secondary to have that recognition. But above that, we as a county have proposed to have to build 2 monuments here. One is the Pillar of Independence, and the second, the Tower of Anthem. And then we have our own public park, a major one, the Garden of Anthem. But that's not enough.
Just to cut you short, because
Yes.
we're running out of time. There's been the concern, you're saying this is the first cultural festival.
Yes.
Why now? Why have you decided to host it now?
Because over the years, I think this is not something that was thought about. We did not have that, leave alone now, even before devolution. This idea wasn't there. But we thought about this because we want our people to come together. We want to focus more on development rather than the differences. And because, more specifically, most Kenyans believe that Tana is at the border of Somalia. And we are telling them Tana is at the border of Kitui and Makueni. That's one. Second, people believe that Tana is just a place where people are fighting day in, day out. And that is not the truth. These are just incidents that happen once after a period of time. And ours is to tell them that Tana is a place like any other place where they can come to enjoy with us and stick around, do businesses. They can put up their industries around here that way. So what we are actually looking for is that visibility by the Kenyans, by the rest of the investors out there. Any other person who feels like he wants to walk around, go and have a break somewhere, we are telling them this is another place to be. It's not about just Mombasa, it's not about Kitale, it's not about Nairobi, it's not about Masai Mara. We have with us here, Baomo Game Reserve is here, Arawale is here, the Kora Game Reserve on the other side. We have the Savoys, which we share with Voi. We have the entire delta there with a stretch of 76 kilometers of shoreline. We have the Ramsar. We have the whole of the stretch of the river and that ecosystem put together. We have a lot that we can enjoy together in Tana.
All right. I'm being told that we're running out of time, so I think we'll stop it at that. Yes. But I think there's, of course, more that we'll be talking about going forward. Because we have a live events tomorrow on Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Of course, we'll be talking to you more and, of course, also exploring this county further.
Having talked about dignitaries, I want Kenyans to know that the Speaker of the Senate will be the chief guest here tomorrow.
Oh, that's
the chair of the Culture and Tourism Committee of the COG will be here.
Right.
A number of governors, all of them are here in Tana tomorrow. So we want to welcome everyone and all of them to come here. Thank you.
Asante sana.
Okay.
Yes, there you have it, Mriti. We've been speaking to the Governor of Tana River County, His Excellency retired Major Davo Godana, speaking to us about what this cultural festival is all about and the expectations tomorrow going forward. We'll be having a live event tomorrow from around 1:30, same as Saturday, showcasing some of the things that is happening here. So from me and my team here in Tana River, it's a good night. But before I leave you, of course, I'll hand you over to the traditional dancers of this country, just to give you a glimpse of what you should expect tomorrow. Here's the look.